Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. I wanted to make this video since the game's coming out in about a month from now. I wanted to get some of these questions out of the way or answered for you guys. They've been showing up across a lot of platforms, Twitter, YouTube, personal friends or whatnot, but I think it's good for you guys to get some answers to them. So let's get right into it. The number one question I always get is, how did you make Chester into the light? How did you make games? Unreal Engine 4 and a lot of YouTube tutorials. I think back in 2018 I wanted to make a dinosaur hunting game, which I still would love to do, but I'm not that good yet. But I remember I spent the whole summer right out of high school, and the whole summer was just spent on Unreal Engine tutorials, learning how to make materials, levels, all sorts of stuff. That game obviously got nowhere, but it was really cool to have made that, or at least get as far as I did, and to have all those skills to back me up, because I'm using a lot of them now. Another one I get is, how long did it take to make the game? So right now it's a little past a year and a half. And keep in mind too, it's like ups and downs. I did a lot of work at some points and not enough at some others. If I were to condense all of it, I could probably get this whole thing, with the knowledge I have now, I could probably get the whole thing done in probably 6 or 7 months. But honestly, I don't know, whatever. How big is the game? So the game, as it stands right now on Steam servers, is right around 5.5 gigs. So when it comes out, make sure you have some space in your hard drive. It is a little bigger than I wanted it to be, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, compared to freaking Call of Duty, where you have a 50 gig update every week, I think we're gonna be good. How many levels does the game have? It has 5 unique levels, or dreams. I don't have any plans on adding any more. It just doesn't fit the story of the game. But I think you guys are gonna like a future project I'm working on, and you're going to find a lot of similarities with Chester Into the Light and this one that should be coming out next year at some point. How long will the game take to beat? This is another good one that I don't have an answer to. So I'm estimating it's going to be 2.5 to 3 hours, but some of my beta testers spent well over an hour and a half on just one level. You guys will figure out what level that is. It's a tricky one, because it's very Five Nights at Freddy's-ish. It's hard to manage a lot of that stuff, but I don't know. I really honestly don't know. It could take you 2 hours, could take you 5, could take you a trillion. I don't know, but let me know how long it takes you. Are there Steam achievements? Here's another good one. Yes, there are. So this is my first time actually getting Steam achievements to work. Steam achievements. There we go. This is my first time actually getting Steam achievements to work in a game. This is not a lot of really good information. I can't even freaking talk, bro. There's not a lot of good information on the internet about Steam achievements and how to integrate those into Unreal Engine, but I was able to mess around enough for a few weeks. I got it working. Everything should be taken care of. The game will be launching with 10 achievements. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to add more or not. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It just depends on if there's any notable actions that I think the player should get an achievement for. Another one, is there any mature content? No, there is not. There's an exception to that, I guess. There's one scene that's a little bloody, but I don't want to make... It's kind of funny. I'm making horror games, I don't want to make mature content. I just want to make a game that everybody can enjoy. If you want to be scared, cool. I think you can do that, without having to take things super far. At least for this game, I think that's going to be appropriate. When does the game come out? Friday, July 21st at 8 a.m. is when it's scheduled. That should still, as far as I know, we're going to hit that, and we're going to be perfectly fine. I'm wrapping up everything right now with the game on Steam servers, and it actually looks pretty good, so I'm getting excited for this. Will there be any DLC for the game? I would like to add a mode at some point similar to the Ultimate Custom Night that Five Nights at Freddy's has, but there has to be a few criteria met first. Number one, I need to realize or figure out, is it going to be worth my time from a financial standpoint? And two, is there even going to be enough interest in the game to justify it? Like, if 100 people play the game, cool, I'm not going to complain, but that's not going to translate well, financially, number one, and time-wise too. It's not the smart decision for me to keep putting time into this game. But I have a feeling this game will do fairly well, just from what I've seen people say all over the internet, so I'm really hoping it does well. Make sure you share it with your friends too. Were there any inspirations for Chester Into the Light? Yeah, so a couple of YouTubers actually want to give them a shout out. They don't know me, and that's fine, but The Dark Somnium and Big Daddy Stone. These two guys, they do horror story narrations, they do really good sound design, they have really good voices. I listen to a lot of them when I'm at work. I'm lucky enough to have a job where I can have earbuds in while I work. Their work has really inspired a lot of this game. The soundtrack of the game even was inspired by the Dark Somnium. They just did a really good job, and made me realize that you can tell a really freaking good story that's scary. So I guess I pulled a lot from them. Another inspiration, I guess, was Inception. That's my all-time favorite movie, and you're even going to see some very slight references to Inception while you're playing the game, if you look close enough. And I think for those of you who have watched it, For those of you who have watched my devlog series, I think there's like five episodes for each level. You're gonna see that my own childhood somewhat played into this. So obviously I didn't have a freaking demon rabbit trying to eat me as a kid, but a lot of the places and things you do are directly inspired by when I was a kid. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a good one. Again, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them for you. We're getting close to the game coming out, so make sure you have it wishlisted, make sure you share it with your friends, and if you feel that I've earned it and you're a new viewer, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you. Have a good one.